Today we are going to make some lavender soap. So here I am adding coconut milk to my warm oils and butters, and then I am going to scoop out a little bit of the warm oil and butter and rehydrate my Brazilian intense purple clay. I love the clays from Rainforest Chica. She has such an incredible products and gets them from Brazil. I also have some alkanet root powder that has been infused in olive oil that is in another colorant. So I'm just getting ready to add my lye solution right here, and I'm blending it just past emulsion. This particular recipe is wonderful. It's a mango butter, olive oil, coconut oil, castor oil, but the fragrance does seize on this part. No, it doesn't seize necessarily, but it traces very quickly. So I do try to move very quickly. I make this in smaller batches because I do want a specific hanger swirl, which I'll show you. And what I'm doing at this point is just pulling out a little bit of the two different colors that I want. So I want that what looks blue, that will end up turning purple, is the alkanet root powder. And then that purple that I'm pulling out my stick blender now, that is the intense purple from Rainforest Chica of the Brazilian clay. And so the plain batter I am putting onto the bottom, and then I'm just going to kind of layer on only one side of the soap a little bit of the Brazilian purple clay, and then I will add a little bit of the alkanet root colorant that I used, and then I'll put white on top, and then I'll do it again with a second round. And again, I'm only putting the purple on one side. And I do like it to be a thicker trace when I pour because I don't want it to break through any of the layers that I've just made. So now I'm just scraping out the rest of my plain batter, putting it at the top, and then I'm going to grab a hanger swirl. Now, I do have a tool that makes it easy, but I am using this gear tie because it's a thicker tool and I like the swirl that it makes when I get to the cut. And I just put it through once, half all the way down and pull it out, and then halfway down and pull it out. And then I am just adding my signature swirl to the top and adding those different purple amounts to finish the top and give the purple clay to the top as well. And again, I am moving as quick as I can because it is starting to get really thick and I don't want there to be any pockets or holes in the finished product. So I'm just scraping out every last bit of awesome, luxurious soap, tapping it down, and then redoing my kind of signature, trying to clean up the molds a little bit as I go as well. And then doing the signature swirl with my bar spoon and the chopstick to make the swirl on the top. And as I finish this soap up and clean off the edges, it is time to let this go to bed for the night and then get ready for the cut. So here it is. I love the way that this hanger swirl looks when it's wispy and it comes out. I just really like the way that this looks for this lavender bar. And here is the first loaf, and then I'm going to cut the second loaf. And then I am going to show you what happens when you don't do the hanger swirl like I had envisioned. I did make another couple of loaves and I forgot to do the hanger swirl. I realized it after I had already decorated the top, and at that point the soap was too hard to get the hanger swirl through it. So I was very nervous about this cut. So here for reference is one with the hanger swirl, and then this one is one without. So the cut was a lot better than I anticipated it would be. I was okay with the way that this looked. It doesn't look as pretty as my other ones, but this is definitely salvageable. I was very worried about this bar of soap when I cut it for getting that hanger swirl, but you can see there's a big difference. Regardless, this is still an awesome, luxurious bar of soap, and luxury really can have bubbles, even if it doesn't look exactly the way that I had hoped it would. It's still an awesome bar.